Hello, ye shower of bastards. Today we'll be reacting to Vita Carnis, which is an analog horror because I hate myself. Warning, this video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content like gore, flashing lights, violence, death. Viewer discretion is advised. Have fun. Why did I do this? Classified material. Well, I'm going to read it. Federal law provides severe... I cannot fucking speak. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of this footage. Well, the Irish government is kind of fucking useless, I'll be honest. They're not going to do shite. Any reproduction, distribution, or display of this video is prohibited. Yeah. The possession of this footage may lead into investigation and detention. If released from custody, the apprehended will face a penalty of $500,000. Yeah, well, a bit late for that.
On planet Earth.
That's where I live. I don't see Ireland. Where's Ireland? Yeah, fucking cunts.
For millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently.
Hey, there's Ireland. Right over here. This tiny dot.
Recently, things have changed.
Oh.
New life forms have appeared all around the globe.
You look like a rat
changing the balance
without
of
its
nature
tail.
and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying
Are they edible?
to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931,
I was kind of expecting it to say 1941 and it was going to be like, oh, it's a nuke thing.
there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from.
Hey, there was a bit of a drop in the 60s.
Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today.
I still want to know, can we eat them?
These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bone.
Same as literally everything on Earth. What makes them different?
They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat.
I take that back.
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl. The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi.
So it's like a plant that came to life type of thing. A plant made of meat and then it just makes other things.
A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of...
That just looks like veins and arteries. I almost forgot what the other word was.
Other, smaller branches. In each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings.
It looks like veins and arteries as well.
The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Yeah, so it is just a plant.
Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means.
Lightning.
using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis.
Oh.
The dark pigmentation
I thought we could just like put a copper rod down on it and just strike it with lightning.
of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments.
Damn.
Easily
What was that? What is this?
easily allowing it
It's gone. It's gone. It's just gone. It's not even part of the map anymore. Okay. Something happened there.
to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance.
It's again though, it's just meat. Cut it and eat it.
One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well. The presence of all these animals leave behind
so
waste,
we can
which
eat
will be
them,
broken
right?
down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness
What was that? Whoa, what?
Because of the supernatural rate of growth
There was something there. I don't know what it was.
and nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality.
Yeah, actually, that's probably better than just eating it.
The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans.
Oh, never
and
mind, they do
reliably
eat it.
so. But due to its
'cause it's
untimely
just
appearance
meat.
and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
Oh, never mind.
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal. This leads us to the upcoming
trust it.
species
I think
that
it's
we
a
will
hive
be
mind.
discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings. The trimming.
What? What? Is that like a storybook?
The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
I know there's a way to go frame by frame on YouTube, but I don't know how to do it.
The trimmings.
It was something that was like a
Small
storybook
animals
though.
that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head,
Ew.
small eyes, nose and
His
ear
face
holes,
is disgusting.
and a gaped mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
That is a fucking dinosaur.
One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no
They're
larger
tiny.
than a basketball.
Damn, little shit will bite your ankles.
Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables,
I mean, they are
seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
they are tiny, so that's
Although
probably
its
why.
appearance is unsightly, it is a
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's disgusting.
cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened.
Huh.
Because of its lack
Pussy.
of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered
Gee, they're
and
lower
picked
than
off
rabbits.
very regularly by predators. Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Again, am I able to pause this in time?
Its population would eventually die out.
Fuck, I keep missing it.
Not the case. The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers.
Okay.
Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings
So
grow at a
everywhere in the
decent
world.
pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Huh.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests. Due to them digging through trash bins and
Also, they're just like skinless raccoons with extra limbs. Yeah.
making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets and relatively domesticate them. Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold.
I mean, I guess, but like, look, it's like a fucking ball sack.
The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Oh. I missed it again.
The meat snake.
It's just a penis with a head.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature made of
It's not even a snake, it's a worm. What? Why'd you call it a snake?
a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length.
Yeah, that's...
Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
Damn.
Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length.
That was another one there.
Like natural disasters,
I will be
war,
able...
or plague, it can
I will pause on one of them and be able to read it.
greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming
Similar
a
to the
healthy,
other thing.
living organism. The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
So what, just when it touches like rotting flesh, like disease particles, then it's like, oh yeah, food.
This process shares many similarities to regular snakes,
Okay.
hence the meat snake's name.
So it's not a worm. Why'd you call it a
Once
worm?
it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed,
What the fuck? Imagine something that's like the size of a penny trying to swallow an entire deer. Jesus Christ.
the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as
Okay,
long
but what
as
about the
possible.
bones? That's kind of the problem.
After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into
Oh,
its
just-
own structure, extending the
Oh.
meat snake.
Thought he was gonna shit him out. No, he just like, yeah, yoink. Mine now.
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull.
Why does this one here look dumb? I know that's a human skull, but it looks really dumb.
Each corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
Oh, okay.
A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Damn.
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only
No predators, so like... How is there not like an abundance of these things? Unless they're just like really rare to like be born.
significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating. Interestingly, the meat snake is the
Ooh.
only member of
It's like the world's worst Loch Ness monster. What the fuck?
the Carnis family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
Okay, so how the fuck is there not an abundance of these things? Like, it can just go from 1 to 2 and just move on with its life.
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates.
That's why.
Not too
Hey, Ireland is safe from them.
hot, not too cold.
We're a bit too cold over
Their
here.
population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes.
Okay.
Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid
Fair
within the
enough.
meat
It's like a
snake's
bin.
body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin,
Yeah, it's a bum.
roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals. They are extremely tame, not caring of any
That's tame. You call that tame? It looks like it's trying to eat you alive.
creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes
The fuck does that one eat? A shark?
are a marvelous creature with
Oh wait, I just noticed its eyes are like back here. So like it doesn't even wear the skull. It just shoved the skull into its mouth and just uses the jaws to like kill something.
a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell. Our next creature is the mimic.
I'm gonna get one of them.
The mimic. The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities
So it
to humanoid
looks
anatomy.
like yeah.
They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it
How friendly.
resembles a happy face, this is due to
That looks happy to you?
coincidence,
I actually know it does, but it looks more like he found a cheeseburger that was for free.
and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors.
Oh, I'm looking at this backward. I thought this spike was the tooth. I was thinking that's all canines, no? But no, it's it's the back teeth, like the ones that crush.
With some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Oh, well, just kill them. Kill them. Fuck that, just kill them. We don't need these things. Oh.
Because of this,
What? I didn't...
they are found solely around human-populated areas.
What, is Russia not populated? Maybe they all just got killed off in this world.
The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic
It looks like the
separates
other
from
one.
crawl. They closely resemble their trimming
Yeah.
relatives, but are thin, sleek,
See, why can't you just kill it when it's like this? Shoot it in the face, and then it won't grow up.
and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
Wait, that's not the last stage? What? What's worse than that?
Its hunting style changes and becomes much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans. It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These
Oh, so it's intelligent. Okay, why wouldn't it be, you know?
include
Why
clothing,
not?
mannequins, and furniture. Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption. Once the mimic
So it's really weird because now you have the problem of with people, right? Because this thing attacks when people are nearby, but you kind of want you want to be like out away from populated areas. But if you're out away from populated areas, then the other stuff is out there. So you're fucked no matter what you do.
has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into corners.
Was that the video? What the fuck? That's like exactly where my door is. Fucking hell.
Themselves.
Give me a heart attack.
Once a human is in place.
Wait, hold on, I'll just double check.
In the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or
oh my god, that's like exactly where my door is. I thought that was real.
startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place.
Actually, why did I think that was real? I live in Ireland. Privacy doesn't exist here. People just walk into your room. They don't care.
It will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Ooh, are we gonna get first-hand viewing? Okay. Turn the light off. Turn the light off. You're an idiot. You pointed it straight at the side of the door where it would shine right through. Turn it off. Also, open the window. Make it look like you left that way. Oh no. In this dark room, there's a big bright light coming out the crack of the fucking cupboard. But definitely not the person I'm hunting down. Turn the light off, fuck's sake. It's there. It's there. I know it is. It's too quiet. Yep, you're dead. If you turned the fucking light off, he wouldn't have found you. I'm just saying. You got yourself killed. I don't even feel bad for you anymore. Ooh, that's cool. His forehead is tiny though. It's a bit weird. Although I suppose that's kind of the point, to make him look weird.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
Ooh.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
Oh, well, that case we're fucked. You know what? Give me the noose. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not living in this world. Fuck that.
It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other
What's the point of trying anymore?
humans more effectively. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger.
What the fuck is that? What? The face kind of feels like I guess the whole point is that it hides better, but the face kind of gives it away. Or maybe that's the point. I don't know. But I feel like it would have been better if the whole skin was black, because then you would not see it at all.
More evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase.
The elder mimic. Yeah, see, look at the fucking corner here. You can see the face, but that kind of gives it away.
In length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes.
So you're saying one elder mimic could literally just wipe out every fucking human on Earth if it just keeps eating enough until it becomes bulletproof?
This excludes the face,
Damn. Again, the face kind of gives it away.
which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin.
What's the point? That feels like a downgrade, no? Because the whole point of the teeth is to pull things off, but if the teeth are in the neck, then it's like... Now you're kind of just, like, it's good for shredding, I think, but it's like, you kind of need something to pull the meat off the bone, no?
It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark
But again, the face, it just gives it away.
environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the
I feel like the other one is a bigger threat, no? The one that looks identical to humans, but is a mimic. Would that not be worse because it's less obvious?
world have released
Because these things are like silent hunters, right? Like they stalk you. So at least with the other one, you just think you have a weird stalker, but with that one, it's like very obvious.
instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1.
Loose
Avoid
and share.
going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5.
What is it, like, not attack? I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's like, it's a silent predator, right? So it can only attack one-on-one. Once there's multiple people, it'll just probably just run because it can't do anything then.
If you have a weapon, do not use it. A
Oh.
mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead,
Again, just live in like an oversized studio apartment with like 3 other people, and then all of you have AR-15s. And if a mimic walks in, just fucking blast that motherfucker.
use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
I think that one's a lie. I think they're trying to get you killed. I think that they will literally just sit there and wait.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs.
Because if you can wait weeks to track someone's movement without eating, then I'm sure it'll wait another hour for you to fucking come out.
Next up, the Harvester.
Well, that's not fucked up at all.
The Harvester.
Does it collect people's organs?
The Harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter.
Well.
The Harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils.
Damn.
The first type
So it's like a weird octopus type of thing. It's got spikes, like when you stand, it's like a landmine. When you stand on it, it just fucking kills you.
Is bulky and flat. They lie the
Oh yeah,
closest to the
yep, yep.
surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump two types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
I have a feeling that this one is very popular in Australia. I don't know why, I just have a feeling.
The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting.
Prevents? So what, is it like it cuts you open and it prevents it from clotting so that you just bleed out?
Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss.
Why would you want to live in this world? Why would you want to continue living in this world?
Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped ones. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly
That's cheating. He's hiding the evidence. That's cheating.
pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps.
He's
The nourishment
cheating.
absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs
How are you not dead? You're so close to it.
and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Again, he's cheating. He pulled the evidence down under. Now no one knows that it's there.
A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The
It's probably more of a weight thing, though. You know that the small animal doesn't weigh enough to activate the spike things.
spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to
Oh, only some. Okay, never mind. It's some species of birds, so some of them do get fucking killed.
why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not
Yeah.
worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester
You said they're all spectacular creatures. They're all fucking psychotic. They all make me want to not live.
is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the north.
You could have made a really good joke here about having them only in Australia. The one thing that produces neurotoxin in Australia, like everything else that country does.
Northern Hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
Damn.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering
I've given up trying to fucking pause on those things. I'll try and read them later on after if I can manage to.
a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area,
What? Shouldn't it be like that anyway? If you notice there are plants in a forest, it's dangerous. So like every forest in existence.
and there are no signs of wildlife,
Oh,
This is
okay, now
suspicious and
that's
you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester
how would
is
you
rather
know that you
forgiving,
are?
do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting.
So it is a weight thing. Then why did you say only some birds don't get killed by it? That implies that other birds do. Unless it's just like really big birds like hawks or something.
The bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal. Next up is the host.
God, how can you be more fucked up than that?
The host of influence.
Host of
The
influence.
host of
What?
influence, more commonly
This looks like something in a Dead Space. I mean, they all kind of do, but this one really looks like something out of Dead Space.
referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be
Okay.
confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
So
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and
doesn't look like a
tendrils
human.
that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a
So
slit
it's
in
like
the front
meat
used for feeding.
stones on its face.
On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air.
Ugh, so it's like a
These
fungus.
spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Thank you.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air.
Yeah, he said a host is like it's like inviting people over. So what is it, like a hallucinogenic or something?
Will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination.
This is like everyone that's worked in retail ever. Getting up for the fucking 9 o'clock shift.
Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles.
They're British.
If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
So it's not a hallucinogenic, it's like
If the infected
forces them to walk over to
makes
it.
their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Ooh, cool.
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps.
Discard what by leaving it there.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Okay.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
Why did it even root
Their
itself in the
scarce
first
numbers
place
and the
then?
hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous.
These photos look like they're taken in the same place. So there's like two people that got infected. And now they're on their way over to it and they were recording it.
And should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
Oh.
The monoliths. The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972. in the
Damn,
area
that's
of
recent. So you're not saying it, but you're showing it right here on this little island. Up in Canada. Up in the Canada. Finally, something actually is interesting happening in Canada.
There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds. The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height.
Damn.
Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso.
Those arms look kind of useless. I thought the arms were like holding it down, you know? Like they were all shoved into the ground to hold it in place, but no, they're just kind of hanging there.
The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These
It's like a
strands
rope.
end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in.
Why are you bringing it up if you're just gonna fucking bleep it out?
During this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out.
Okay, so you attacked one. Like, there's no reason to bleep it out other than, like, oh, we tried to kill it and it fucking killed us.
When military vehicles were dispatched,
Yeah,
once they
military,
got
so
close
you
enough
tried to
top
kill
the
it.
monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity.
What?
Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Oh, that's cool.
Although damaged, it
Oh, show me
regenerated at
more.
great
That was
speed
cool.
and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, the
Oh, so it's
area
like
has been
Wolverine.
fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monolith stands silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings.
They're the 8th wonder of
And
the world.
finally, the last creature on this list is
It's a ball. Let's see if I can get one.
the thing.
I didn't get a single fucking one of them.
Singularity is an orb comprised of a dark
Oh, you're gonna read it.
with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has
Estimated?
several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown.
Hmm.
We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by...
Hmm. I have a feeling that this is very important and that this is probably what makes Kroll. Because if they're being so secretive about it, there's got to be a reason, right? So it's all coming from this black orb.
Marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
I don't trust you. More to come. I don't trust these fuckers. I think they're hiding something. Also, just as a side rant, why is it that horses, unicorns, which are just horses with horns, aren't real, but a giraffe is? Just saying.